Alrighty, let's see here. I'm at my 9th waterfall for the weekend, 5th waterfall of the day. It's gonna be Warm Springs Falls. It's gonna be trail 1499. It's almost a sketchy a sketchy road to get here. Not in the middle of nowhere, but it's you got to pass by a dam to get to this area, and then take a couple service roads to get to this point. So I was sitting there like, they wanted me to take a random path, and that random path would have put me driving along some kind of water plant which has a big huge tube that goes along the dam. And I was just sitting there to myself thinking, I'm not driving along this road here. So it took me to the right road. The sun is still out, but a couple rain clouds have come in the area. So I know with the sunset being at 5:32, it's 1400 right now, so I got about 3 hours and 32 minutes of sunlight, which is pretty much 2 hours and 32 minutes. I never really count that last hour because the sun will probably be inside the mountain at that time. So this is my 5th waterfall of the day. I went to Mills Creek Falls, Bar Creek Falls, Peartoni Falls, National Creek Falls. This is Warm Spring Falls. I have one more falls I want to hit today, which is Lee Molo Falls, which is right up the road. I passed that on the way up, but I figure I would go ahead and just go the furthest out first and come back and hit that trail, and then take it to the crib. Well, take it to the hotel. I'm not home. I think this is probably a viewpoint, but this is great vegetation here. I love doing this here. Just seeing all of that. So I'm with the rain clouds and the sun being around, it does look way more wet and damp in this area. It almost looks more like a rainforest here. So if this is just a good viewpoint, I'll probably stay here for maybe 20 minutes and then drive the other 4 miles back up to that waterfall, because I'm going to have to hike for that for Limolo Falls, because it's a mile and a half each way. So I'll be looking at about 3 miles round trip, which shouldn't be too bad, 1.5 each way. So I'm hoping this is just a viewpoint, short trail to get there, so I can maximize the most time at the other one. Me leaving earlier today gave me the ability to knock out more waterfalls, which was great. Going up this direction, I went up this direction, but in the opposite way to hit the waterfalls I did yesterday, as it appeared. And then when I noticed it, I was like, this is the same road I was on yesterday. So me being on the same road as yesterday, I'm pretty good at seeing different landmarks. So I saw a few landmarks that let me know that this was the same road as yesterday. So this one is short of where Clear Waterfalls was at. I'm not too far how short, but I did see some of the same signs from yesterday, so I know that this is the same direction, all on Highway 138. So I hear water. Not sure if it's a stream, a river, or a waterfall. So I guess I know in a few minutes with you all. So again, my goal was to fly into Milford this weekend. I got here just before midnight Friday night. Started hitting the trail Saturday morning. So I did a few trails yesterday, a few trails today. Depending on how I feel in the morning, I may hit up a few more trails if it's not too far out the way. I know my flight is in the evening tomorrow, so I gotta turn my rental car back around 3. So I do have, if I get an early start like I did today, what I want to do is, if it's any waterfall that I miss that I want to get done on this trip, I want the ability to do some last minute waterfall chasing tomorrow morning. But at the same time, I want to make sure that I'm able to take a shower and change clothes before I fly home. I don't want to wake up in the morning, get dressed, go hiking, and then don't have the ability to take a shower before I fly back. You don't want to fly in dirty clothes. At least I don't want to. So I'm hoping that this one, well, I see the viewpoint right here, so I got to think it's to my right or below. So we'll see it together. Nice. This is Warm Springs Falls. Nice waterfall that's tucked in the mountainside here. I would say similar to Kite Falls, but not as long as the Kite Falls, because we can see the bottom and the flow patterns and all of that. So again, thanks for being a part of this hike. This is Warm Springs Falls. I'm going to take some pictures, capture some more videos. I'll probably do a portrait version of this here shortly. And then we'll head to Lamolo Falls after this. Stay tuned for more.